you are listening to Dr. Huma Ibrar, and today we are going to talk about PNF diagonal movements or PNF diagonal patterns, correlating them with daily life activities in a super easy way with mnemonics. So, watch this video till end. So, let's understand first what is PNF. Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation uses diagonal movement patterns and improve functional movement. So these are the diagonal movement patterns, like from A to C line and from D to B line. So these are the diagonal lines, and similarly the diagonal patterns are like these lines. So why diagonal movements? Like all we know that daily activities are not straight. Similarly, PNF pattern is not a single movement, but a combination of the movements like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, external rotation, internal rotation, etc. So these are the mixed movements. PNF pattern movements plus daily life activities, all are the mixed movements. Movements are slanted or diagonal. PNF copies natural body movements. Like this, components of PNF movements include flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, rotation. Earlier, as I told that PNF is never a single movement, it's a combination of the movements. Talking about the first one, upper limb D1 flexion pattern. So this is for upper limb. So the movement is down to up towards mouth, combining flexion, adduction, external rotation for the upper limb, bringing arm across body towards opposite shoulder. Example of upper limb D1 flexion is eating food, drinking water, or wearing seat belt. So this is like moving the spoon from plate to the mouth. Simply, upper limb D1 extension is hand moves back down. Like first in D1 flexion, we were moving the spoon from plate to the mouth, and in D2 flexion, what we'll do is move the plate down to the table. So this is all a story. Movement is hand moves back down, involving extension, abduction, moving away from the body, and the internal rotation of the arm or leg, like pulling a seat belt across your body to buckle it. An example is putting back on table. And the example is putting your plate back on the table. D1 flexion was moving the spoon from plate to the mouth, and D1 extension is moving the plate to the table or putting the plate to the table again. So let's talk about the D2 flexion now for the upper limb. Arms move up and out. Key diagonal movement patterns in proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation therapy for the shoulder involving bringing the arm up and across the body from the opposite hip, ending overhead with the external rotation like drawing a sword or reaching for a high shelf and returning slowly. Examples are like changing a bulb, calling someone, or waving hello. So for like changing a bulb, we move bulb from this position like down, from this position to this one, down to up in opposite diagonal pattern. Moving towards the D2 extension, upper limb movement is arm moves back down slowly. So bringing the arm down and across the body as if throwing something forcefully downward. Suppose like in D2 flexion, we have move arm up to change the bulb now. And in D2 extension, we will throw the bulb down to opposite side. So this is D2 extension. Talking about the lower limb D1 flexion, movement is lifting leg forward. Simple, like stepping forward, or involving hip flexion, adduction, and external rotation combined with knee flexion, ankle dorsiflexion, foot inversion, and toe extension, bringing the leg up and across the body. Examples are climbing stairs and stepping forward. Lower limb D1 extension is opposite, foot placed back on ground, hip extension, adduction, internal rotation, ankle plantar flexion plus eversion. Like standing up from the squat. Moving towards the lower limb D2 flexion, movements leg moves up and out, combining the hip flexion, abduction, and internal rotation with the ankle dorsiflexion, eversion, and toe extension, often described as up and out. Example side kick or getting out of the car. Now D2 extension is opposite of D2 flexion. Like movement is leg returns back down. Hip extension, adduction, and external rotation, along with the knee extension, ankle plantar flexion, foot inversion, and toe flexion, moving the leg down and across the body. Opposite of T2 flexion, standing with crossed legs. Super easy memory trick is thinking, walking, and stepping. Like in T1 flexion, step in front, step forward to walk or climb the stairs. T1 extension, push back, push the ground back while walking. D2 flexion, step out, side step, move out, side step, move leg outward. D2 extension, like stepping out from the car. And D2 extension is cross back, standing with the legs crossed, leg goes back and inward. So moving towards the upper limb, think reaching and using hand. D1 is eating, bring the hand to the mouth, spoon food. And D1 extension is push away, push the door or object away, or just simply put the plate back on the table. Now D2 flexion is hands up and open. Raise arm to take something from shelf, and D2 extension is down and close. Throw something down across the body. D2 flexion was changing the bulb, and as I told earlier that the D2 extension is opposite, moving or throwing the bulb to the opposite side. So why PNF is important? PNF is basically important for neuro patients like stroke patients and like Parkinson patients, etc., to improve their functional movements, multitasking movements, improves coordination, and useful in rehabilitation. Clinical application, PNF for stroke patients, muscle activation and coordination, functional training. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Allah Hafiz.